Agile leaders have a strong role to play to support communities of practice, nurturing them and making sure that these communities of practice are able to support the transformation and enable the teams continuously learn. The communities of practice serve as an area where the teams can spend time learning from each other, practicing, sharing knowledge, and being able to use what they've learned from all their classes and bring them together to help support the transformation. But leaders play that critical role. First, leaders must establish a clear purpose and goal. They begin by defining why they want that particular communities of practice to exist and what form of support they are going to give these communities of practice to ensure that the communities of practice continuously serve and drive the transformation. So creating that clear purpose and set of goals for the communities of practice is one of the key primary objectives for leaders, and they must do it and follow it through by carefully monitoring the purpose and the goals that they've assigned for these communities of practice. Secondly, they must designate community leaders and champions. Appointing experienced, enthusiastic individuals to serve as champions for these communities of practice would enable leaders have that assurance that the goals can be met, and they would also have to have follow-up discussions with these champions and give them that support they need to know that they've got leadership backing throughout the process. And if these folks know that they've secured leadership support, they are able to go out and engage strongly with their fellow team members and drive this particular community of practice so that it enables our transformation, generate more business value. Those champions continuously must work together, share knowledge among themselves, and find new and interesting ways that would encourage them to support their teams and to also enable those teams learn, share among themselves, and find new champions. It's easy to be a champion, but when you build other champions, it makes your life more fruitful and enables the community to grow. In the absence of one single champion, there's another champion who's able to hold the fort and get the teams going. Leaders must also provide the resources and tools that are needed to equip these communities and provide them with the necessary support. In terms of communities, we can if it's an online platform or tools that would enable the sessions to go ahead, or provide special funding for such meetings to have some refreshment to support the team members and encourage them to continuously meet. Leaders must provide those resources that would enable the teams know that they've got the funding, they've got the support, and they'll feel much more encouraged to continuously be part of these communities of practice. Fourthly, they must encourage open participation. Creating such an inclusive environment where all members feel okay to participate and be able to share knowledge must be in a safe environment. They should also be able to emphasize the importance of sharing experiences, insights, and best practices in that open environment and actively engaged. Leaders must drop in and give the team members the assurance that they support this environment and allow the teams to grow, practice, and become a better version of themselves. These communities of practice must also support and facilitate regular interactions and learning. When leaders provide these communities of practice, They should encourage the teams to schedule regular meetings, workshops, webinars, lunch and learns to facilitate continuous interaction among the community members. Community members should also invite other community members to come and share their experiences, so that it could be that cross sharing of knowledge to help enable teams to learn together and then grow together. Teams must also find opportunities to share success stories and also share lessons learned, so that other teams can also benefit from it. And there should be opportunities for case studies to be discussed to inspire innovation and continuous thinking among all these team members. When done properly, it will enable the teams to grow and be able to support each other. Finally, we should measure the impact and adjust. What you measure, you can improve. What you fail to measure, you're unable to improve. So leaders must be able to establish some performance indicators or key performance indicators or metrics to evaluate the impact of the communities of practice. They should also be able to track how it's been contributing to the organizational goals, as well as how it's enabling the teams solve problems and make faster decisions. Collection of feedback should be something that should be done ongoingly, so that they can twist and make necessary adjustments to improve areas that are not going well within such communities of practice. Communities of practice must constantly be willing to share feedback, so that each team member or the champions within the communities of practice could learn quickly, take actions, complete them to help improve the communities of practice. By following these steps of, first, establishing a clear purpose and goals; secondly, designating community leaders and champions; thirdly, providing the necessary resources and tools; fourth, encouraging open discussions; 5, facilitating regular interactions and learning; and finally, 6, measuring the impact and adjustment. Leaders are able to enable communities of practice to collaborate, learn, drive, and create a positive change that would lead to organizational transformation success. Thank you.